Hello everyone, Sylvan Bart here, and welcome back to a regular movie review. Well, Blue Sky Studios, the same company that made the Ice Age movies, Rio movies, and Horton Hears a Who, is releasing the Peanuts movie this Friday, and I hope to see it. And if not, I'll wait till it comes out on DVD. However, to celebrate the new movie's premiere, I'd like to go over something related to the Peanuts gang by reviewing one of their earlier movies. And there's only 4 films released in theaters from 1969 to 1980, but they tend to be boring and quite uninteresting, even for characters that work a lot better for television. However, the film I'm reviewing is an exception. It is the first Peanuts movie I have seen, and is my favorite out of all the other 3. And it's the first one to not have Charlie Brown's name in the title. And this movie has a title known as Snoopy Come Home. The movie is based on the characters created by Charles M. Schulz, and it's the second film after A Boy Named Charlie Brown. But we'll get to that some other time. Snoopy has been going through a rough time. Charlie Brown scolds him for being too independent, Linus won't share his security blanket with him, Lucy finishes him off in a boxing fight, and his constant frustration with the No Dogs Allowed sign posted wherever he goes. But one day, Charlie Brown receives a letter addressed to Snoopy, which is from a girl named Lila, who happens to be Snoopy's original owner and is in the hospital. So Snoopy and his friend Woodstock go out to visit her, while Charlie Brown and the gang ponder why he left and wishes him to come back. Now, I have to say that I am a big fan of the Peanuts, and everything in this movie is really delightful and charming, beginning with its many moments. Charlie Brown and Peppermint Patty at the carnival, which has Charlie give a speech on what he thinks about love, and shows one of the funniest expressions ever seen. And just seeing it always makes me laugh. There's even a scene where Snoopy and Woodstock are trying to escape an animal-obsessed girl named Clara, who says Snoopy's a sheepdog and Woodstock's a parrot. And am I the only one who thinks Clara is a primordial version of Elmira Duff? Because I think there's some similarities between the two in terms of animal abuse. There's also a going-away party where Snoopy's friends give speeches, hand him presents, which are only bones, and cry as Schroeder plays a happy tune on the piano. That's pretty depressing. And there are dozens of moments with Snoopy, either with Linus, Lucy, Patty, Charlie and Sally, Lila, at the beach, at the library, in the hospital, in the woods, and with Woodstock, who makes his first appearance in animated form. And what other animated characters have you seen them play Monopoly? Aside from them. And every moment and scene in the film are quite funny, sad, and heartwarming. But one of the things that made the film quite good are its songs. They're written by the Sherman brothers, Richard M. and Robert B., and they're best known for songs with Disney in films like Mary Poppins and The Jungle Book. But they also wrote songs for non-Disney films like Chi-Chi, Bang Bang, and Little Nemo and Slumberland. And this film has really good tunes that either make you happy or sad. But the downside for me is that the lyrics are almost forgettable. But I can go over each of the songs they did. The title song, Snoopy Come Home, is quite rousing and catching, and it plays not only in the opening credits, but also in the end credits, and has a sad reprise in the middle. At the Beach does have a fun tune, but the lyrics are hard to get, so there's nothing much to say about it. No Dogs Allowed has Thurl Ravenscroft supplying the vocals for the song, and saying what the sign says, and it's quite enjoyable in that regard. Lila's theme, aka Do You Remember Me, is pretty smooth and quite sad, even when the character goes by the window. The Best of Buddies is pretty much my favorite song in the film. It's so catchy with its tune, and it's really upbeat. And I can get some of the lyrics out of it. The same can be said for Getting It Together, which is another really good song, and an upbeat feel too. Fundamental Friend Dependability is another fun song that showcases the Sherman brothers' way of making up words. And being sung by Clara as she gives Snoopy a bath and dresses him up is certainly a real treat. But Charlie Brown's song, It Changes, is more sad than Lila's. Just the fact of losing a friend and having to say goodbye is quite heartbreaking, and this one delivers it in such a melancholy fashion that it almost made me choke up. It is quite depressing. Now again, the photos of the actors doing the voices cannot be found, so let's go into my overall thoughts. As a whole, this movie is delightful, charming, and even a tearjerker. The characters are fun, the story is good, the animation, though more made-for-TV feel, is quite enjoyable, and the songs are good, despite the almost forgettable lyrics. Director Bill Melendez has done a real good job of bringing Sauce's wondrous humor and characters to the big screen, even though it's been done before. But the film's simple message of friendship, longing for absent friends, and feeling of homesick are very pure and heartwarming. And it's the first Peanuts movie I've seen, and it still remains to be my favorite. And hopefully, I might watch it again someday. So today, this movie would be given a rating of 3 stars. So thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and tune in next Wednesday for... Wait a minute. This is my 99th episode. That means next week's my 100th episode. Huh. What am I gonna do? Tune in next Wednesday for the 100th episode. Hello everyone, Sylvan Bright here, and welcome back for some... Now again, the photographs of the actors doing the voices cannot be found. So what's going on?